Beast must teach. Oh, shout out to the chat. Beast gotta teach. Beast gotta teach, Miss Janaya. Beast gotta teach, right? Look at y'all. Look at my people. Look at them coming in. Hey, Mama Mia, what's going on? Good to see Mama Mia. Mama Mia, Indita, OG. OG, I see you, OG. I'll make sure y'all hit the like when y'all come in. Appreciate y'all very kindly. Grand Rise, hopefully everybody is in a positive state of mind. And I'm looking forward to giving y'all the rest of this. OG, I want you to remember this. Women as well. You gotta really watch your thoughts. Because thoughts rapidly crystallize into habits. And habits solidify circumstances. I'll say that again. You have to watch your thoughts because your thoughts rapidly crystallize into habits, and your habits solidify your circumstances. If I'm not careful, if we're not careful, we become our thoughts. And our thoughts are, just because you think it, don't make it so. Love my daughter. Y'all know that. I didn't get a chance to really get into this the way I wanted to because she woke up, you know what I mean? But now that she's resting again, I have an opportunity to give y'all this. She can never come before my wife. She will never come before my wife. When I make a pact, that supersedes every commitment that I have. Because she didn't have to come into my world. I have an obligation to my children because they are my seeds. They come from me, right? But if we don't understand structure, if we don't understand a hierarchy and where everybody belongs, then we continuously pass bad information down. We continuously give bad opportunity. We continue to perpetuate bad behavior, right? If structure does not come from the man, if structure does not come from our Creator first, initially, through Him disseminating to our woman and to our children, then we have there's a fragment, y'all. Y'all know how we seen the pyramids, y'all, at the police station, right? We've all seen them, right? There's certain things in order to get to the top, right? There's the henchmen and associates, right? Then the soldiers, right? Then the capos, right? The boss. You don't just get to him. Your thinking is out of order. Your structure is out of order. And because you don't have structure, you're often looking to displace the people in your life because you don't want to be agreeable. You wish to be disagreeable. You wish to be problematic. And I'm telling you, the women on the sound of my voice, if a man accepts that, you shouldn't be looking to be with him anyway because he's a substandard individual. You can never be with the man who does not believe in himself. This kind of ties into last night's live, slightly. Not really. It bleeds off into it. Because it all comes back to order. You out of order. And only you are out of order. black man and black woman, only you. They don't want you to have these messages. They don't want you to have these messages because these messages change things. These messages give you another perspective. You begin to fall in line. And when you're in line and when you have order, you can get things done. You got no order. You got no orders in your homes, your worlds, your lives, your communities, because you're not falling in line. You ain't falling in line, y'all. You got to get in line. Leave moderator extraordinaires in here. Leave moderator extraordinaire. What you doing up? Shout out my dog. Uh-oh. Leave moderator extraordinaire OG in here. Uh-oh. Kid in here. Kid. Hey, kid. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Let me go back so nobody cuss me out. Y'all know I am with these. Roll call. What's up, Classic Rebel? Good to see Classic. Jania is in the house. OG shouting out. OG shooting. Put the heart up for mine. Uh-huh. Shout out to Mama Mia. I would say this all the time. The others awesome. Good. Keep repeating it, Mama Mia. We let them know. Shout out to Tabitha. Good to see Tabitha in the house. I'm not going to give y'all a roar. Mama Mia say, preach, brother. Yes, indeed, I shall. This is, see, let me tell y'all what the Christian church don't do. The Christian church don't teach this, no. You want to know why? Because they want to perpetuate those bad. It's important to keep, they have a vested interest in keeping you in positions where you don't. It used to be a time, y'all, these new preachers are worse. It used to be a time in the black community where the churches could be trusted, right? You knew that these people really meant you well. These people do not. They have a vested interest in keeping us apart because the women are the ones who fund these places, right? Black women and a gay black men are the ones who keep the doors and lights open. Because I ain't giving the bastards a dime, and real men are not either. So they know what time it is, and so they don't have the ability to misuse us as they would, you know what I mean, them. So you know what I mean. That's why they tell them. That's why the message switches, and it's you wait on him and wait on your man, wait on God. God is your man. And shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. I hate them niggas. Shout out to Kid. Let me hold your kid. Look at him. Kid come in shouting everybody out, spelling everybody's name. Bless her heart. Shout out to OG Kid quick. Hey, Love Austin in the house. What's up, Love? Appreciate Love Austin for being here. I'm trying to keep my voice down so the Gizmo don't trip. Kid, Love Austin. Bless money, yes indeed. I'm giving y'all this money. Zip your parents. Yes. Thank you. You know what's crazy? Hey, Love, you wanna know what's crazy? I looked down, I thought it was unzipped for a minute. I said, oh, it'll be all right, they can't see. Shout out to my brother Thurman. What's up, Thurman? Order. That's right there, Love. Order. Love, relax your mind, not a big dish. Shout out to Love, relax your mind. Relax your mind, boo, not a big deal. What's up? What up? Yeah. She told me. She right. Shout out to, what's up, my brother Thurman? Good to see my brother Thurman. Shout out to Love rolling. Shout out to Kid, she's smiling. It's Gizmo sleep. Yes, that's why I'm able to give y'all this. Shout out to Tabitha. Appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to Like for a Beast of a Man, one of one, right? People benefit. People have benefited far too often. They benefited far too often from us and from the things that we've done, and we haven't done a good enough job in protecting ourselves. You got to get your thinking back right. You got to get your thinking back right. Love my daughter to death. She will never come before my wife. If she crosses my wife, if it's her or my wife, it's my wife. You don't get to, that's not the way this goes. You don't get to cross her out and then walk back in the house. And then she knows she got the one-ups. Y'all are scared of these type of messages. Y'all scared of these type of messages because you don't want order. You think that somebody's supposed to come in and you think that somebody's supposed to come in and 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 accept your bad behavior. You'll be incorrect. Shout out to my Grand Rising Kid. Appreciate you so much. Shout out to Monica. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you, Miss Monica. Shout out to everybody. I was going to give y'all a good message this morning. Shout out to Mama Mia. What if your wife is wrong? Dead wrong? That's a great question, Mom. That is a great question. Let's rewind it before we get there. Who is she before she became my wife? Right? Did I trust my judgment enough? Did I go through the vetting process intensely enough to make sure she was on the right side, to make sure she was right-minded, and that we were in sync? Did I go through that process enough? So if I did, then that means I trust her judgment, right? Now, does that mean she can always be right? She has to always be right? No. However, in this particular case, her intentions matter. And even if she is wrong, I'll tell her. I correct my wife, not no child. You don't correct my wife. So even if she is wrong, because she had the facts misconstrued or she misunderstood or something like that, when it's she and I, we'll talk about that. You, little girl, do what she said. Because you are doubly wrong. You defied her and you defied me. See what I mean? She was just misinformed. She didn't do anything intentionally, right? Because if she's my wife, she could never move like that anyway, because I would never pick a woman like that to be my wife anyway. See what I'm saying? So that's important, ladies. That's important, gentlemen. Let's know, who did you pick? Let's just say for a minute, Mama Mia, I've been ripping and running, and she couldn't get in contact with me, and she thought that Gizmo didn't do her science homework before she left out. She told us then she couldn't go somewhere. Well, Gizmo did do her science homework. Daddy, she said I didn't do it, but yet I did do it. She said I still couldn't go. Let's just say for a minute something simpler, but you said I could go already. Well, there has to be order. Well, you simply cannot go at this particular point in time. Now, once I get back and I find out that you did do your homework, okay, baby, not a problem. Relax, sit down. The king is here. Relax, right? Just relax. Baby, what's going on? Okay, did you know she did it? Do you know she did her homework? Okay, it's not the biggest deal in the world. You were misunderstood, you were misinformed. Not a problem. She didn't need to go no way, fuck it. Probably better off. I don't like them friends no way. See what I mean? Baby, be mindful of what's going on so we make sure the things are consistent for her in the future. Need things to be consistent for her because that helps her. She knows that the rules and the punishments are the same. They don't sway. They don't sway from day to day. That's all. But you don't correct my wife. And if you correct my wife, you got a problem. Because you don't check my wife. Who are you to check my wife? She's going to be with me when you're out of my house. Don't no child correct my wife. Shout out to Mama Mia. Look at Abraham and Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah was wrong. She was evil, jealous, and vindictive. You would have to give me the story, Mama Mia. I probably would know it, but I'm not really too familiar with the Bible all like that. Monica, you like that answer? Good. Sarah was trying to help God. Was she? Sarah should have been trying to help her man, shouldn't she? Shouldn't she? he should be trying to do what God told him to do. She has a commitment to honor him. I mean, I don't know the story, y'all, but y'all would have to, you see what I'm saying? Like, she was trying to help God. She should be trying to help her man. Y'all have an obligation to you and a duty to y'all man. I know society doesn't want y'all to think that. I get it. But let me tell y'all something. We were stronger and better then. We were our best selves in America then. With all of this technology, with all of these degrees, with all of this opportunity, we are further apart than ever. How did that happen? We have more. According to, I mean, we only have 2.5% of the wealth in this country, so I guess whatever you consider more. Isn't the same barriers that you would think, or they've done a better job in trying to hide them. Right? They don't just call you a nigga at the water cooler. Who says this shit? Hey, nigga, go drink out the janitor's closet, nigga. Go drink out the water holes in the back, man. Maybe that would have been better for you all, because maybe then that would drive you all closer to each other. Oh, we two niggas in the pod. Two niggas in the pod. Hey, Mike, we say they say 2 P's, but we 2 niggas in the pod. We might as well get it. Okay, you ain't got shit, I ain't got shit. Come on. We figured out. It's us against them. I'm teasing y'all a little bit. But somehow or another, y'all gonna have to order you're gonna have to get your houses in order. But before that, you gotta get your thoughts in order. You know, I love Gizmo to death. She will never come before my wife. And I will tell her so. This is why I do these videos, y'all. If something happens to me, she will know what her father believed. I told my oldest daughter the very same thing. Whether I like him or don't like him, you don't never ride against your husband for nobody. Not even me. I could be dead. He could be dead, dumbass, stupid ass, belligerent, ignorant ass wrong. He's still your husband. In front of the world, you don't chastise your husband in front of nobody. And nor should he do it to you. Correction is for y'all. That's behind the doors. That's behind scenes. That is that. That is not for your mother. That is not for your children. That is not to appease your daddies. That is not to appease the world. That is not for that. When your woman has an issue, she keep her feelings intact in public. Don't get messy with me in public. That's a quick way to get me out. You want me out your life? Get messy in public. Make a scene in public. Try me. Shout out to Love Awesome. Please do tell, because I feel the same way as you do. We have more things, but we are going right now. No, have nothing. Just a bunch of talk. And a bunch of corny ass niggas on the internet. These niggas is hoes. Love Austin. See, they know better. They know better. They know better than to put me on some of these panels. They know better. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be cool. I want to smoke. Shout out to my Sarah knew what God promised Abraham. She knew she was old and wouldn't have a baby. And so she chose Hagar, trying to help God, which is impossible. Just believe God. Shout out to mine. She would know. She knows these things intimately. And so I would take her. So basically, Sarah was wrong, according to mine. Doesn't matter what you think. You have an obligation to do the Creator's work. You have an obligation to your God. Shout out to Mama Mia. Order is very necessary. Balance is key. Divine feminine and masculine are a unit. 100%, man. Love Mia. Mama Mia, excuse me. Order is necessary. When you're out of order, ain't nothing happening. How can I expect a woman to love me properly and to love her properly if she does not believe in my leadership to protect her and to defend her space, right? And to, you know what I'm saying? Because she should be able to know my man got it. As a matter of fact, he gonna go over the top, right? He gonna take shit way further. So, because that's really that's how I am. I like to make an example out of situations. So that way we don't have to continue. I'll make an example out of you. Let me use this as a teachable moment right here to let her know how much I got her back. Right? And her front, her side, and whatever else. You disrespect my woman, I'm gonna fall on you like rain. So that way we don't have to go back and forth with this. That way there's no misunderstanding. So you women who talk about you putting somebody before your children, or your children come first, excuse me. Keep your, listen, nobody cares. You're not hurting anybody. Listen, these statements of self-empowerment that you think that you putting out, nobody gives a shit. Nobody interested in meeting your kids. He wants a box anyway. You gonna get that up. You're not no virtuous woman. It's me and my say Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31. Jesus Christ. And my taught me that Proverbs 31 woman was already a wife. I'm just waiting on, I'm already a wife. I'm just waiting to be found. No, you're not. You a hood rat baby mama looking for somebody to bail you out of your bad decisions. Shout out to Earl. When you say pod, do you mean prison where you were? Did you oil your punk up and swore fire? Earl, be nice in the morning. Oh, Earl, I hope that you're smart enough to understand that pod meant like peas. You know, peas and pod. They do call prisons pods though, in some cases. Be nice, Earl. Get a nice cup of coffee. Pull up a seat. Hit the like button. Shout out Classic. Where's Gizmo's resting? She's toast. Mama Mia, I've seen relationships get destroyed because of people's unruly children toward their spouse and partner. Agreed. Children will destroy your relationship. But let me bag this up. It was not the children. The children were the catalysts of it, but it was already going down the wrong road because there was no order from the beginning. And it more likely it started with him. He would accept anything and think that being a nice guy was the way to her heart. He didn't have order. He didn't have order. He wasn't in order with his creator. Therefore, she couldn't be in order with him, and therefore the children were not following suit either. It all was going downhill. It was all going downhill. It was always meant to go downhill. It would have never worked. It would have never worked, Mama Mia. It would never worked. He was toast. He didn't think these things through. He didn't see that, you know what, this is gonna be a problem. I cannot walk into this situation and put my mind, my masculinity, my resources on the line for this woman. On the line for a woman who doesn't even respect me. He thought that somehow being a good guy, because that's what they teach black men now, be a good guy. Just show up. It's real men take care of other men's kids. They'll accept anything. Real men just take disrespect. They just catch hell. But people that don't respect them, for people that don't admire. But here's the thing, y'all, and what y'all don't know, I'm gonna give y'all ladies some sauce. For a man, we don't really desire much. You show a man genuine appreciation and some respect, there's no telling what he'll give you and what he'll do for you. It is limitless. Try it and see. Shout out to Love, Austin. Hold up. I'm not on here trying to get brownie cookies for nobody just because I said I feel the same way as you do. Please don't try to. Don't try me. Who tried to try you, Love? Uh-oh. Love checking somebody. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Love done let you know. Shout out to Earl. Okay, having fun trolling, but I was listening to you cook smart, man. I don't know about smart, Earl. I've learned a thing or two, though, Earl. Appreciate you so much. I'm a sub. Let me see. I appreciate you so much for coming through, Earl. Shout out to my Proverbs 31. I'm going to put that with God for you. Yes, me and Maya talk about that often. Whereas B, shout out to Fancy. Shout out to Kid. Thanks, Earl. Shout out to Kid. Fancy's in the house. Shout out to Fancy. Fancy Love's in the house. Fancy, what do you think about this? Shout out to Miss Lynette. That comes with a particular upbringing to understand that, let me see, that concept slash mentality. Which part, Miss Lynette? Shout out to Classic Rebel. When are you going to get a job? This is my job, Classic. Ooh. This is my job. Teaching my people. This is my job. Taking care of Gizmo. This is my job. So I come on so often. And you know, maybe I think once we're able to get in a position where we have more of a community and place where she can go, that'll free me up. To then, my job is to do my part. It's a good question though. Classic, Nina, Classic, no worries. Don't you worry too much. Just sit back and listen to a beast. I got you. I got all the answers you need. Shout out to Fancy Cheers and man. Appreciate you so much. I'm curious how does he monetize me too, because he said he's not monetized. Well, I'm still working on that out. I can say this. Ladies need not worry about the minute details. Get the information. Whether I monetize tomorrow or whether I'm never monetized. Am I giving you something that you can use? I would focus more on that. Shout out to Miss Lynette to understand older and a man's role with the family. Yes, Miss Lynette. When you don't have structure in anything, it's going to fragment. It's unstable. What we create, this woman should be absolutely inseparable. This is why, y'all, I don't like people who say they got divorced and it was just because we grew apart. When women usually say that, we just grew apart. What? No, you want to run the streets. Just as the young folks say that. You don't just run away from your husband. You don't just move on from your husband. You don't just do that. Fancy says she's glad we're doing a part 2. Shout out to Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya in the house. Miss Tanya Carr's in the house. Miss Angie's in the house. What's up, Miss Angie? Good to see Miss Angie. Look at my ladies. Shout out to Angie. Angie's on the way to work. Angie's always supporting the beast. You ladies continue to come through. Get the sauce when these blend. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The numbers keep supporting of what I said was correct. The numbers continue to support it. They say I have 75% women viewers, 25% of men. Yet even though this channel is made for the self-esteem masculinity of black men, what did I say previously, y'all? I've said this often. I can only help about 30% of you anyway. I couldn't help you. These messages are only for men. These messages are only for men who truly wish to, that only desire self-determination and the ability to make their own destiny, to carve out their own, to take out their piece of the world. They're not for men who are comfortable. That's why I tell people all the time, people say, awesome, just relax. I don't relax. I don't get comfortable. That ain't what I do. That doesn't help me. Me being comfortable would never help me. Me being comfortable, ladies, does not help me. I have to be on fire. I wake up every morning with the intention of how can I be better? How can I be more direct? How can I be more clear and concise with my audience? How can I be a better man? Right? How can I be stronger mentally, physically? How can I make sure my daughter knows that she is protected and she's safe? What am I doing wrong? Every morning, yo. Every morning my Creator allows me to rise. I think about these things. I don't sleep much anyway. My mind is always burning. I burn with the desire to achieve. This is what happens, y'all, when you're consumed by something. This is why I often say, a lot of women, you say you want an ambitious man, but you really don't. You don't really know what being an ambitious man really, it takes a very, very special woman. Most women would be very, very happy with a man who was just a good man. You could live a very good life. You could live a very good life. You could live a wonderful life. Shout out to Classic says she worked from home. The numbers will go on time. Yes, they will. I want all ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Angie. Angie indeed. Classic. Are you interested in the position of wife? My trying to hook me up. OG, you still in here? Let me see. Where's the chat? What's up, Miss Cynthia? Shout out to Cynthia. Miss Cynthia's in the house. I had a crush on a woman named Cynthia when I was a kid. Cynthia Edwards. I was like, what was that? 7th grade. Shout out to my man. I think your messages should be more structured, awesome, especially on men's controversial issues. Give me an example, Miss Mama. Well, give me an example. What would you suggest? Shout out to Fancy. Your passion for what you stand for is very admirable. Thank you so much, Fancy. Very kindly. Anyway, we going outside today. We shall see. Miss Classic. You shall see. Okay, OG. Oh, shout out to my dog, OG. OG, where you from, man? Y'all the Classic. Oh my, I haven't a boyfriend. Says, okay, Miss Hot. Wow, okay. Shout out to Classic. Shout out to Classic in her relationship. Shout out to Classic. Wonderful. Structure, OG. Cleveland. Good dudes out of Cleveland. That's a good time. Good dudes out of Cleveland. I met a lot of them guys while I was, you know what I'm saying, while I was hustling and while I was locked up. A lot of guys from, met a good dude from Cleveland. I was in the hole with him, man. I caught assault and battery on staff. What was that name? I forget the. I was in, we was in Martinsburg. We was in Martinsburg prison in the hole together. I forgot, dog. He was downstairs from me. He used to send me freak books. We'd be fishing. I forgot, dog, man. Good dude, too. He was doing it. I think he had about another 20 piece left. 20 years left. Dude out of Cleveland. I like this style. Dudes from Cleveland. Dudes from Cleveland got them hands. Like them Cincinnati guys. Shout out to them. I liked them. I liked some of them guys. I always liked Cleveland. How y'all ride for y'all Browns like that. Because Detroit, I remember they was on 16 OG. Who your team means something to me. I'm like, Because when you ride with a team that's not a perennial winner, it shows to me that you are a rock solid individual. Like that's my squad no matter what. So I remember when my Lions went 0-16, we lost 24 straight games on the road. I was like, man, I'm still Detroit Lions till I die. You know what I'm saying? Period. As the young folks say. Cleveland in the building. Shout out to Cleveland. Good cats out of there, Mai. Mai, you play your cards right, you mess around and get chose. Mm-hmm. Trying to get Maya, man. Shout out to Brother Dennis Lofton. It's good to see somebody talking on a spiritual level. I said, shout out to Dennis, man. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis, I appreciate you. Dennis said so many things that have happened in my life. And most of them negative, right? Most of them bad. I'm like, man, what can I learn from this? I would literally think about this and like, man, there gotta be something I can get from this. You know what I'm saying? Like this, whether it just be a mustard seed, right? A mustard seed of positivity is something I can, you know what I'm saying? Something I can pull from this. And so all of this stuff has continued to happen. And then it gave me a mindset of, you know what? I would talk to my homeboys about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? My comrades. We was all on the street. It was funny, Dennis, because when I was in the street, I was the only one. I'd be on the corner, run trap houses in a suit. Because that's just how I was dressing. I just got consistent with that stuff. And I was the only one dressing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clean up, you know what I'm saying? Put on some shirts and ties, man. Or y'all got to do the ties. But man, y'all need to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at grown men, y'all 50 years old in some cases. And you don't even have a button-up shirt. Come on, man. You're making money hand over fist. You don't got a button-up shirt. You don't got no slacks. Come on, man. You kidding me, right? And I realized how out of order we was. You know what I'm saying? And then like, boom. All of a sudden out the blue, I got this little girl that need me. She really big enough, OG. She really big enough to fit right here, right? I mean, when I first heard her, she like this. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of Gizmo when she was, and I'm like, And I went to go get a whole bunch of stuff for her that day. And I remember coming back, and she looked it like me, right? But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know, right? I'm like, this is my baby? Yeah, it's your daughter. You know, women, right? I'm trying to do the math. Wait a minute. We had Shaq. You know how niggas is. Nigga math. Halloween 2023. Where was you at? You was with me, but you did leave. You know. Question, Mike, you a nurse. How specific is they tell you that date of inset? What they call that date? You ladies know. What's the date, y'all? Where they say not insemination. They got a date, y'all. They call it when they can basically tell the day you got pregnant. Is that date really accurate? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Conception. Thank you, Angie. Is that date? Tell me about that. Tell the Darius, you look like the Mark. You keep saying it, Darius. Darius, is that you? Somebody new, man. Darius, I hear so many different people. Yeah, but I'm not a nice guy though, Darius. A lot of them guys play nice. I don't play nice. I don't play well with others. Shout out to Darius, man. Appreciate Darius. Smiley in the house. Darius, this your first time over here? Yes, they have a test now. So they can literally tell, because she absolutely was with me. Yeah, it was Halloween. They said Halloween was her date of conception. The day, right? I'm like, how the hell can they tell the very day? So then that leads me to question how women don't know who their father, the father of their children is. If you can tell the day, you mean to tell me if they can tell you the very day that you got pregnant, you don't know who you slept with that day? I say, yeah, they have to. Okay, shout out to Angie. I'm sure they're so advanced now. It's yeah, I did not know they can do that in here. Shout out to Introvert. Good to see Introvert back in the chat. Introvert comes in and makes her presence known. Shout out to Introvert. Good to see Introvert. What's up, my sister? Grand Rising. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Monday morning, everybody. We're looking forward to what the prospects for the day hold. Shout out to Miss Tanya. Maybe they don't want to claim the baby's father. That's a good point, Tanya. That's a good point. They like, okay, well, well, he was gonna and there lies the saddest part. So he was good enough to let you fuck him raw. Right, he was good enough to fuck raw. He was good enough for that, but yet he's not good enough to be associated with as your child's father. So you let a nigga who was a bum stick his dick in you. You let a nigga put bum dick in you, all in you. Shoot his load off. You know this nigga ain't. He has none of the attributes nor the qualities of anything that you want to be associated with long term, and yet you're gonna pop his baby out. Now you don't want to claim you. Tisk. Shout out to my. We can tell when the mother started. Oh wow. All in that blood test. See, if they're that advanced, they know who the father is. Yeah, I didn't know that, Angie. I didn't know they were that advanced to be able to. Because I'm like, how can you not know who your child's father is? If they can literally tell you the date of, okay, this is the day you got pregnant, ma'am. Even if you were unsure, you're like, okay, I slept with about 5 guys within 2 weeks period of time. 3 of them with rubbers, 2 of them without. Just throwing some loose math out there. 1 of them broke, another nigga slipped one off. All right. Lord have mercy. And now I'm not, okay, but wait a minute. I did get pregnant on Thursday. Okay. I gave Frank the pussy. Wait a minute. I think I gave it to OG. OG the baby daddy. OG the pappy. They know, but you'll need DNA to compare. Okay. Shout out to Tanya. I'm at my kids' dad. I met my kid's dad in high school, and both of my kids are by him. So I thought I was in love, and I was really young, only 7. Oh, that's Tanya. Oh, you met your kids in high school. I got you. That must have been a really, really like a very special time for both of y'all. You know what I mean? To have that. Do you are you all still together, Miss Tyne? Is that puppy love fancy or is that real love? Puppy love means was unreal, right? I didn't have a high school sweetheart. I was always a dick. Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't have a high school sweetheart. But I didn't go to high school either. So I didn't graduate from the 9th grade, unfortunately. I went to 3 different high schools. 4. I'm like, okay. The streets was too interesting. There was too much going on in the world. Looking back, I would have applied myself more deeply into my studies. See, I wish I knew then. Shout out to Ma. These women know, but they picked the man with money to be the father. Yeah, I remember when she told when Brooke told me she's like, I know it's yours. I know it. I was like, yeah, you hope. She's like, no, I know, I swear, awesome, I swear. Thought I was shooting blanks. No, and haven't been for years. Excuse me. I love those stories when people stay together. When they have those. One lady in the chat, who is she, Ma? She said she been with her husband for 38 years. Who is that? I really like stories like that, y'all. I really enjoy moments like that when people talk like that. Like, okay, there, there's this, there's a ability to say, you know what? I'm with you. She's like, I'm not walking away from my man. I'm not leaving my man to appease the world. He may not be perfect. He may be flawed in a lot of different ways. Right? He mine. I like that. Shout out to you, my girl. He didn't have a dime. He got a job to help his kids. Oh, your child's father. Did y'all get married, Tanya? He's my true introvert, man. That's the old kind of love. Awesome. We don't see that no more. Seems a lot of things are more transactional these days. A man can only get the love that he can afford. In the end, it's like respect. You can't purchase respect. You can try all you wish. You can't purchase that. Oh, I'm here now, and I'm gonna show something different. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna teach black men a real lesson in a real way. It will never be the same once I'm done. It will never be the same once I'm done. I want y'all to remember that. Remember I said this. Remember I said that. I got something coming. Indeed. Edibles in the house. Edible, get back to work. How many times I done told you? Don't marriage my whole life. I didn't want to bring different man in my house too, but understand that, Miss Tiny. Yes, indeed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That often is something that has to concern a correct thinking parent, specifically a mother. Like I'm saying, you just bring this weird ass man into around your daughters. She's twice as young. She looked like you, twice as young, just budding. And you bring this man around. How can she be safe to walk around the house in the way young women, young girls walk around, right? Nigga, you open up the door. Nigga, you open up the door on my daughter. Is she in the bathroom? Let's, hypothetically speaking, let's just say for a minute that Gizmo's mother was around and she's in between the houses and stuff like that. And she decided she done moved on with some nigga and my daughter's in the house. That can never be. That can never be. That can never be. I would never allow that. You think you about to have this nigga in the house with my daughter? Are you out of your mind, bitch? Nigga, you. So my daughter done called me and you done walked in the bathroom on her? Nigga. See, let me tell y'all something, man. Everybody don't play like y'all play. Everybody don't play like y'all play. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. What up to OG? Let's see. OG Beast and Tinkerbutt. You call him Tinkerbutt. OG, don't go OG. Leave that for the ladies. Just call it Gizmo. Shout out to state emergency. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Shout out to my man. Tell you, you can still married now if you're there. If you're not delusional. You see me? If you're not, yes. How? Can't see. Ty want to get married. I gotta check on my peeps in Jersey. Everything okay up there? Is it bad? I'm still here. Listen, but I'm cooking breakfast. Shout out to kid. What you making, kid? I like a woman cooking. I like a woman in the kitchen cooking. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. I like that. I like see a woman cooking with that little robe on. That motherfucker that come right up under so I can't see it, but I can still see it, but I can't see it. I like that. Shout out to my man, baby. That's why God made you the primary caregiver, child, because he knew he would not put a. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. Because this world is very unsafe and unstable, and it's even more unsafe for a young girl, especially one. Sometimes I ask myself, y'all, is y'all, her beauty is frightening because there's so many people in her face all the time. There's so many people in her face. Damn. Wait a minute, what? My roll on French toast. God damn. Kid. What's up, fast Gizmo? Would have been Gizmo would not have been okay. Okay. You so you right. I don't miss it. You grew up around in mine. Now you one of them Hasidic people. Now you one of them Hasidic niggas. Now you don't know. Shout out to Annie. What's up, Annie? Good to see Annie. Annie, if your first time in here, best chat on YouTube. Miss Annie. It's a pleasure. I'm here with a beast. Realest guy on YouTube. Realest guy on the planet. You'll love it. Believe that. Shout out to my man. Co-parenting with another parent is hard, especially with different ideologies, belief systems, just how he was raised. That's his greed. That's right, mama. That's correct. Especially, she's irresponsible. She's useless, irresponsible, and many other things. And we still don't like that. Need to be fast. But ladies, I'll tell you something. Like, back to Gizmo, y'all. It's frightening for you. And I'll tell y'all this because when we walking out of places, she speaks to, and she's bye, and it's big people bye, and she has this perception that people she's a baby, I realize how important it is for me to keep her safe and to explain that this world is a very, very dangerous place. This world is a very dangerous place. A smile, and I'll tell this her often, a smile ain't nothing but a frown turned upside down. I want you to remember that. Don't think that people like you. Don't think that people will not harm you. Above all else, pay attention. Always pay attention. Why is someone telling me this? When are they telling me this? Where are we while they're telling me this? Pay attention. Who benefits from what they're saying? Who's benefiting? Right? Why? Like, always ask yourself why. Always ask yourself why. More than likely, you'll be able to come to the answers for yourself. You won't even need daddy's, interpretations. You'll be like, you know what? Daddy, I see what this is. Good girl. Because I'll often do this. Let's do mental snares. Tell daddy something he taught you. That's my goal. Tell me something I taught you. I know the story. One of a kind. People are weird. People, yes, they are classic. Yes, they are. Shout out to Fancy Mind for real. I explain the same thing to my children. Shout out to Cynthia. That's why she's smart. How's your stomach, man? Oh, Mimi, you somebody. Oh, Mimi, laugh. Oh, Mimi, you knew talking when I had the chitlins on. Look at me. You got. Oh, Mimi was tough. But that's why I ain't learned nothing. I'm doing pig feet this week. Nah, I'll be back. Beast. Still got me cracking, did it? Did it, didn't it? It's hurt. Was you in here when it happened? Or did you just see? Was you in here when I did the live? Yeah. Don't bring up old shit, man. Don't be bringing up old shit. What up, LeBoo? Lee Boo? Good to see you. And I'm doing pig's feet this week. And I want everybody back in here. I don't want to hit on mouth either. A beast meets pig feet. LeBoo, you want some of these pig feet? Gizmo gonna eat the pig's feet. She just didn't like chitlins. Gizmo gonna eat the pig's feet. What's up, family, man? David Ruffin. What you know about David Ruffin, family, man? What you know about David? You don't know nothing about David. Keep my homeboy, not my homeboy from Detroit. Keep my homeboy name out your mouth, family, man. Where you from, brother? Damn, LeBoo. Oh, you look at niggas. Look at you niggas grew up on pork, slave diet. Now y'all don't know nothing about it. Get y'all in there, get y'all's ass in there, eat some of them hog balls. Hey, never, mama, never. Shout out to time. I have to have black man talk. Shout out to time. I have to have the black man talk with both my boys. Give me, you talking about me? You got my email? You know my email? Try to kill. I won't be for that recipe. Oh, yes, you will, my. If I call you, eat. Oh, Detroit, LeBoo, where you from? What I say, LeBoo, you ain't from Detroit. You ain't no real D girl. Try to act like you know something about the way. Man, LeBoo that made me mad. LeBoo that made me mad. Hey, LaBoo, who from that way now? Who from that way, LaBoo? Who from that way? I don't even wear them brand new. When I get a woman, I'm gonna let her wear my jerseys. I like to see my woman wear my jersey. They put daddy's jersey on. Let's see. You already got a radio person. Do I dominate? I never knew that. I will convert to Muslim for that day only. I'm a Muslim. Boy, you niggas gonna eat some ribs. I don't care what you say. Give him some ribs, LaBoo. Yeah, there you go. So, I swear, that should be funny. I'm so, wow, LaBoo, wow, what? Oh, you right up the street. I grew up on 7 Mile of Evergreen. Know all about it. This how you know I know about it, LaBoo. This how you know I know about it. I used to go to Tyndall when I was a kid. My mother worked at Tyndall. My homeboy Russell, you know what I'm saying, one of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, he grew up on 7 Mile of Washburn. Speaking of which, let me tell you how serious this is. I did a video on this. I explained it that Cameron didn't start wearing pink. People try to give him credit for it. Niggas in Detroit started wearing pink. My homeboy Russell was wearing pink back in 92, 93. We was kids. He was the first guy I ever saw wearing a pink polo with the pink towel. He had a pink beeper. It was him. I did it because he did it. We was doing that back in the early 90s. This notion that New York started wearing pink and Cameron, that's a lie. That is a lie. Cameron wasn't doing that till the late 90s, early 2000s. We was 10 years ahead of them niggas. This is facts. Oh, yep. Born and raised over there, yep. I'm here. You cracking me. What'd I say, money? Oh my God, I stayed right. I stayed right by Tyndall. I was a Cougar, yep. I used to play football all right there. At the time, my kids were born in the 80s. Not a friendly generation towards mixed kids. You had black kids. You had black kids, Miss Tanya. They were black. They come from a white mother. They were black. You know why? Because when the police kick the door in, they say every nigga get on the ground. Your kid got to get on there too. The world still is a very, very horrible place. But that's okay. That's why you need horrible men on the lines to keep everybody in check. Let's see. I do. Because what it does, y'all, it tries to take away black numbers. None of us are responsible for how we got here. We are who we are once we got here. And as long as you're support of the community, that's what matters. Well, come on. I don't know, bro. Being in Detroit, I can start to say would that be considered going back? And what type of opportunity is there, you know? I want my daughter to grow up someplace safe. This isn't home. I know for a fact we're not home now. Just don't know what home is. Still figuring that out. East Coast, fresh and love, very sorry. And I'm always trying to talk about the East Coast. And if I go to work, move to Houston. Houston. I hear too many niggas out there now. I don't want to be around. Listen, y'all. I love black people. I don't want to be around no niggas. I'm telling y'all. I don't have the patience for them. They want to y'all know what I'm talking about. Rude, disrespectful, loud, ratchet, ignorant, have no control over their homes. Think that coming outside with bonnets and Crocs, and, you know what I mean, and misbehave. I don't like none of that shit. I don't like that, because I don't want my daughter to think that shit is acceptable. Shout out to Tanya. As long as, you know, listen, and as long as they put like this, as long as you remember what side your bread is buttered on, you be all right. Once you start thinking that you belong to somewhere you don't, your ass gonna be toast. Shout out to the boo. I mean, I'm a single mom. I ain't worried about no one. They better be worried about. Shout out to LeBoo. Talk your stuff. Shout out. That's a small world. Hey, LeBoo, I was talking. Do you remember? Well, I'll show you know about this. I used to go. To what's that? It's right there on 7 Mile. That Schaefer. Is that 7 Mile Soul Food? Metro Detroit Soul Food right there. Shit trash now. Damn, it's a trip. Too many niggas. Yeah. I don't like no whole bunch of niggas. Family man, I love black people. I can't stand it because I'm gonna tell you my patience get real. I'm living across the hall from some. Y'all, I can't. Like I don't because you don't want to raise your children properly, and then what you think is that behavior is gonna seep up over here. You know what I'm saying? And you know your inability to care about what other people like. You know what I mean? Like you just don't care. You'll play your music loud at any times of night. You know what I mean? You have your children doing whatever they want to do. And then when somebody says something to you that somebody else is wrong, or your children are disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Like I don't deal with that. I'm not working snowstorm. Go get on the Pelotonic then. Edible. Shout out to Fruit. What's up, Fruit? Good to see Fruit. Good to see Fruit. What it do? I ain't seen my girl Fruit. Come to Jersey. Help us dig out all the snow. Awesome. Now, Fruit, I do like that. I do like exercise. I would definitely go out there and shovel some snow. Tanya said she ain't got no snow. Lots of love. Shout out to Edible. Motor City. Best city, period. Shout out to Detroit. Yeah. Shout out to Trey Marie. Good to see Trey Marie. Ain't seen Trey Marie in a while. What's up, Trey Marie? You been busy. 4 grandbabies. Tanya, that's what you got? You got 4 grandbabies? Hey, sugar, happy to see you. Okay, she's talking to you. Hey, y'all. Y'all's okay. I missed you, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thank you, Kia. I didn't even see her. Shout out to my awesome don't like the use of biracial mixed half-breed first to them. Yes, yeah, that's facts. Yeah, and mine's right, y'all. And this is, I'm glad we discussed this, y'all. Listen, these terms have never truly became a part of the community until recently now. You were always considered black at any point in time in history until recently. Yelena Horns, and I've mentioned this, y'all. Yelena Horns, Etta James, what's the brother's name? Elijah Muhammad. Y'all, we have a plethora of the Thurgood Marshall. They were all considered black. They were never considered half-breeds or mixed or, you know what I'm saying, or biracial. I believe that's a way to cut at black people's numbers. I believe that that's done specifically to cut away and eat away at black people when it comes time for census, when it comes time to divide up resources, right? Okay, well, they're not black, they're this, so they don't count. You see what I mean? But yet they don't get, but yet they have the ability to keep black people from opportunity. I don't like that. I don't like that. You're black as long as you are, put like this. If you identify with the black community and you are a part of it, then you're in it. You know what I'm saying? And whether you want to be in it or not, you're still in it. Now, you can think what you want to think, right? But when the world lets you know that, hey, you're not one of us, you better fall in line. Because everybody has to have a community. And there's nothing wrong with having a community. Shout out to Abu. We're not black / African Americans. We're Native Indians. You're a Native Indian, Labu. But here's the thing, and this is why, y'all, this thing gets really cloudy, Labu. Because when you've been cut off from your history and from your ancestry, you don't really know who you are, right? We have been. Oh, I don't know about you specifically. When I say we, I mean black people in America have been cut off from Africa for over 22 centuries. 22 centuries. No, I said 22 centuries. Y'all, my apologies. Century is a 100 year. What is a century, y'all? What's 20 years again, y'all? What's 20? What's 20 years? Not a decade. Generation. Thank you. It's just generation. My apologies. 22 generations. A generation is 22. Is 20 years. We've been cut off from that for 22 generations. We have no idea really because none of us can basically trace who we are back to, like, very few of us. Let me back that up. Very few of us really know. We can't really go past our grandfathers if we're lucky. I know I can't because they didn't get cloudy. Great grandfather was Trinidadian. Oh, was he? Was he fancy? Shout out to Trey Marie. My grandkids know they are black. Also, they know they white. It's hard for us to know. Government called biracial. My friends with different race wanted mixed. I am 73, baby. So yeah, it's hard. Yes, I do agree, Ms. Trey Marie. These things can get very, very difficult and cloudy to, you know what I mean, to understand. And to it's like, oh, wait a minute, what are they? What is the government classifying this? And this is what I always say. I try to make it very, very simple. And nobody has been able to challenge this version of it yet. And it's funny, but it's really true. And the people who are under my sign, they've heard it say before. Maya's heard it, Ediva's heard it. You know what I'm saying? The people who have been fancy know I'm gonna say this. When the police kick the door in and they say, every nigga get on the ground and you getting shot, do you have to get on the ground? If you gotta get on the ground, you black. You can talk that. They didn't say everybody. They hold on. The biracial ones. No. No. It's me and Gizmo saying no. Get on the ground. There you have it. I'm glad you enjoying this, kid. But you got your robe on. You making steak and eggs and shit. French toast. Who you making? What nigga was you? Who in that Baltimore house with you? Shout out to. Kid, who you making steak and eggs for? And French toast in that robe for? Shout out to Mimi. The only issue with some mixed women is that they tend to downgrade and make fun of ambiguous women. Now there you have it, Minnie. Now there's an issue. This is why I'll always, and you are correct, this is why I'll always tell Gizmo, I will not have it. You better understand, this is your community, this is your tribe. This is who you belong to. This is your only opportunity to have a community. So if you think that trying to think that your lighter skin makes you better or it makes you superior to the darker women, then you're going to alienate yourself and you will not have a community and they will not accept you. It's going to be difficult enough just for people to want to, just for people to accept you, right? But you better get used to it. You better know really, really quick what side your bread is buttered on. Because when them people decide that they don't want you, when the black community decide that they're going to reject you, your ass is toast. Because you can't go any place else and be accepted. You got one shot, and that's with the black community. That's your only shot to be truly accepted, right? And because you have me as a father who knows who the music I put you up on and the culture and so you have a very rich, like you can talk about it. Like, yeah, my daddy had me, I know about this, yeah, this is what I do. Yeah, this is what we eat. This is, yeah, you can't tell me shit. I do this. You get hip. You better know what side. It is sad. It is sad. Shout out to Trey Marie giving heart. Shout out to Kid. Minnie. It is sad. Like, no one can help how they were born, but that doesn't make you better than me. No one is better than anyone. We all turn to bone meal at the end of buzz every day. Shout out to Minnie. I agree, Minnie. It's also vice versa, Minnie. Some mixed women have it very hard too. Some people think biracial don't have a seat in the community. That's true. Right? This is why writing for the people matters. Because if you ride for y'all, a lot of people don't know this. Malcolm X was not a foundational Black American, but he understood, and neither was Shirley Chisholm, but they understood the mission. They were on code. See what I mean? A lot of people have gotten off code. That's the issue. As long as you on code, we good. It's when you not on code that's the problem. You better tell them, Fancy. Shout out to me. For example, my daughter have biracial friends, and they always talk about how they are made fun of. They can't wear braids African American culture because they mix race. Well, and I can see that, and that's why who we raise our children around is very, very important. Shout out to Misty A. Taylor. I'm blessed with Miss Taylor. Hey, Ediva. So true ain't mine. That's good. And there you have it, everybody. Appreciate you ladies, you know what I'm saying, for kicking it. The Beast got some things that he got to do that's very, very beastly. So, that's right. Grandson, let's friend one game. And we see one game. And listen, we have to teach our children that they matter. Regardless of where they come from. Listen, you're important. And your self-worth is not your self-worth. The world doesn't get to attach value to that. I'm telling you who you are. Are you going to listen to me? Or are you going to listen to the world? Because the world don't care about you. What has the world done for you? So daddy's telling you who you are. So when you get out there to the world, you already understand that people are going to dislike me, like me. They're going to accept me or not accept me. However, I have to care about myself. I have to care enough to value me. And I'm not going to let you tell me who I am. I take all the fighting within our community. Black women. I never had a Black woman friend. I'm not a baddie, so they don't want anything to do with me. Well, I'm going to tell you something else, Minnie. A lot of these women are not baddies. Even I have to see her in order for me, because people's interpretation of baddie is like the Bad Girls Club has absolutely changed the way the world views attractive women or not. I'll tell you. And a lot of these women are not like that. It's just really something that just be said. Only suckers may run around talking about that. So proud of you for giving your daughter a good solid foundation. Shout out to Miss Cynthia. Another reason Black Wiles are important. Very impressive. Much appreciate you, Miss Cynthia. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Shout out to FMASU. I do the best I can with the hand I'm dealt, ladies. Morning. Shout out to Blessed Shantae. Okay, somebody else came in here. Shout out. Thank you so much, Blessed. Shout out to Time. Back at you. Wish you the best. Honestly, don't want my grandchildren girls being back. Yes, that's nothing to say. Gizmo will get a quick slap in the mouth. Shout out to Minnie. I don't wear wigs. I don't have lashes. It's just BBLs, other crap. Like for real. I can be out here trying to smile. So shoot, that sounds like a baddie to me. Like you're not a baddie if you just because you got some stuff on that's not real. That don't count. Let me wash your face. See what you look like then. Let me snatch that Korean wig off your head. Do y'all know how they make a lot of them wigs? Do y'all know that that's not real? Do y'all know they did a thing on this, y'all? Do y'all look and go see how they make them wigs? A lot of that, the hair they get out the drain and out the sewers, and then they clean it and steam it and then give it back to y'all. Did y'all know that? Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. Gizmo's here. Lord, I'm too old baddie. I would never date a woman. Listen, tell me I'm a baddie. Man, get your dumb ass out of my face. Also dead people and poor people. Yeah, hold on, y'all. Let me go get the Gizmo. Let y'all see the Gizmo. Jesus whiz. Puppy butt. Hey, puppy butt. Hey, puppy. Don't wake up talking about Elmo. I'm good. Why is Elmo first thing on your mind? Why is Elmo the first thing on your mind? talk about Elmo, Pumpkin. You just woke up. You don't even know. Y'all, the first thing out of Gizmo's mouth is Elmo. Tinkerbud. Okay. What a grumpy baby. Can y'all believe this? Okay, precious. Okay. Okay. All right, Elmo. Y'all, like she woke up talking about Elmo. Okay. Well, y'all know what it is. You know what I gotta do. Okay. All right, Tinkerbud. Where's the remote? Oh, gee whiz. Your feet warm? Can y'all believe this? Elmo. First thing out of mouth is Elmo. The very first thing out of mouth. Shout out to Grand. Gizmo Fancy say Grand Rising, baby. Who? Shout out to GY. Another case of I want to be white. Gail, what do you mean? GY. Yeah, am I confused too? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you add the last. What do you have something you want to add? You more than welcome to. Shout out to Gizmo. Ediva say hi. Maybe she was dreaming about Elmo. Lord have mercy. Shout out to you have a mess. You gotta slow down and type properly. I don't even know what you said on the walls. Yeah. Muhammad Ali is behind me as well. So is Malcolm X. You want to try it again? It's okay to just apologize and say and you got to slow down a little bit if you text him, okay? Oh, he's texting in another language. Is that what he's trying to do? I don't know. All right. Let me see. Shout out to El Cheapo. Let me see why they're males from Europe showing their biceps and legs. Males from Europe. Some of the Conan picture. It's symbolic. Conan's a warrior. So am I. Symbolic, one of my favorite movies. Shout out to El Cheapo. El Cheapo's in the house. El Cheapo, we out of here. I'm gonna put the Gizmo on the potty. Gizmo, say see you later. Gizmo's out. She's very grumpy. See you later, Tinkerbud. All right. Appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you learned something. If not, you're lost. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Say see you later, Tinkerbud. Next time.